worked together.
Last time we worked together.
Killed me.
I did. I murdered her a couple different ways.
Right.
I strangled
Strangled
you with a pink scarf.
Yes.
Slashed your throat.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just the two? I feel like I killed her more than that. No, the other one was the Villain's Apprentice.
Right.
When the girl got away, so you had to take the beating instead.
I was like, damn it! She left.
That was it. That was so funny.
One tries, as a producer, to take advantage of the strengths of the model you're working with. So when Mika shows up, you're like, we have to be goofy. We have to be over the top.
Sorry.
And there has to be oral in there, because, again, you take advantage of their skills.
Waste this perfectly useful mouth.
Oh, wow. And you have to see the boobs. Is the only
Right.
other
Yes,
thing.
yes,
The
yes.
boobs have to be there.
And you're going to get outtakes.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mika outtakes.
I got quite a few. I'm about to post one. You did a great blah, 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 and
Oh,
messing
like
up the
dialogue?
line.
Oh. I need to figure out how to control that, because some people don't edit that stuff out. And I was like,
really?
oh no!
man.
Oh, that's not good.
I have a reel of outtakes. Rin's in the chat room saying that I would pay money for those. They're for sale. I have an 8-minute outtake clip for $8, and Mika is featured prominently in it.
That guy is like, I fuck up all the time.
That's where is that?
It's that one's at clipsforsale.com
Mm-hmm.
in my store, which is 42299. I think is my store number. I don't know. I'd write it, but they just bleep it out.
Right.
Oh, really? They
Yeah, anything with a .com in it gets
would?
removed.
Oh.
So I can't
So
put
you
it in the
can't
chat.
really...
But I can mumble it.
But
so
we
that
can
they
say
won't-
Oh.
Yes.
Clipsforsale.com. Or is it number 4? Clips,
Yes.
Number 4.
Clips number 4 sale.com 42299.
She's all for bondage comedy, naked bondage comedy.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's
Special needs.
there.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah. And there was
Make it
the
fun.
first time Mika and not the first time we worked together because I rigged you up for. No, I didn't rig you. You were doming on Natalie DeMoore's site.
Ah,
on
yes,
Jordan
yes, yes,
Evans's, and I don't know who you were
I can't remember.
trashing that day, although they got trashed.
They got trashed.
That's when we met, actually. And then the first time we worked together for my stuff, I had you tied down, and I was trying to torture information out of her. And at some point, she's supposed to say, "I give up. I'll tell you anything you want to know." And then we're just supposed to fade out there. And this is right when the American Idol scandal or whatever it was had come out. So as we're waiting to fade out, she goes, "The Chinese girl was lip syncing. That's all I know." We're like, what? The hell was that?
So the Olympics.
It was hilarious. Oh yeah, yeah.
It was the Beijing Olympics.
Oh my god.
Oh, right.
She was singing. Ah!
International scandal.
Amazing. Really, really something.
That's great.
And then you recently, speaking of my bondage class, Mika came to be
Yes,
a guest
yes,
star.
yes.
A couple months just before Christmas in the November
In
month.
November, the November class.
I should promote that too. I didn't know there was a way that you could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sign
it's
up.
on FetLife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did breasts, chests, and groins.
Yes.
Because it's so
It
important.
sounds
It's
like
really,
a game, doesn't it? It sounds like a...
Breast chest. It sounds like
Game
one
show.
of the
BCG.
AFE
Breast, chest,
video
and
games.
groins, BCG.
Breast chest.
And Mika actually modeled for all possible, because she brought in a strap-on so we could do male bondage as well, with the same model.
I like to be versatile.
You're very versatile.
Yes.
I even brought my strap on with the balls.
Mhm.
Yeah, you did.
Anatomically,
So we showed how
Okay,
you could do
incorrect,
pocket
but
ball
you will.
bondage.
Oh.
Yeah.
The strap on.
it was good stuff. Everybody loved it. They had
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah, we should do that more often. It's so important.
We're giving back to the community.
It was fun.
We're
It
keeping
was
people
fun.
safe.
Oh, you wouldn't believe how many people get hurt.
It was
I
a
would.
really class.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
my
do.
goodness.
We
Yeah.
heard stories.
Oh my goodness.
You
Even,
have-
I mean, just with me.
You have more
The
horror
reason
stories
why I
than
don't
anyone
do
else I know.
I don't do sub work. I've been broken and twisted hip every week. Falling down. Improper rigging.
No.
Shattered
Not
tooth
good.
for one time.
All my canines are broken out. Did I ever tell you this story?
Yeah.
Yeah, look it. And then I ended up just filing him down because I figure I'll be more blowjob friendly.
And thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
Yeah, right?
Hmm?
Might as well. It's like a work hazard with the canines.
for that.
I'll never be an extra on Twilight. Ah, I just killed my career. I really wanted to be a vampire.
Well,
Oh,
they can be fixed.
Bella.
You can get, you can get, you know.
Implant, like,
You get the little insert.
I think it'd be cute to have retainers so it looks like you have braces but with fangs. I'm gonna have to. I found out it cost $300.
Yeah, we were going to get that done one year, but we didn't have the budget for it. We knew a guy that does that. He was going to cut us a break because he's a big old son.
How cute.
That's useful.
And he is cute. But yeah, get really good. I used to have vampire fangs that you put in like a retainer, and they were fit to my mouth. But of course, your body changes and your mouth changes, and the shape of your mouth changes. So after several years, I couldn't wear it anymore because it was way too tight.
Oh, I want ones with braces.
Because mine have changed.
I want ones with braces.
Ghost Rider actually asked what could go wrong on a bondage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he being facetious?
Probably.
Okay, it has to be.
Everything.
Wow.
Can go wrong.
Oh my god.
Well, Ghost Rider 15 says he's always wanted to see someone fall during a suspension. That I fell, and I popped my rotator cuff.
Oh.
Man. Yeah.
I can very happily say that I've never fallen from suspension.
Well, you only get tied up by people you trust, which now Mika also only
only gets tied up.
And very few people.
Yeah, so I've never actually fallen out of a suspension, even though I felt like I would.
I thought you were gonna.
I thought I would.
Yeah, you've been upside down in a ball tie and hanging up in a straight jacket hanging in the air, and all kinds of crazy fun.
Yeah.
Flying spread eagle. Well, that was over a bed, so even if you'd have fallen, you just bounced.
Yeah.
Still, nobody wants to.
Fell to the floor.
Yes.
And that's the easy ones. You can pull things. You can do permanent nerve damage very quickly. I know people who can't feel in their fingertips anymore.
Me. That'd be me.
From bad
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah, we've got bad wrist.
Yeah. I feel like Mr. D's like coming in, like hitting my hand.
And that's not even counting the actual SM stuff. That's not counting somebody
yeah,
with
that's
bad
off camera.
aim
That's off camera.
whipping you across the kidneys or whatever.
Being blood because you hit your kidneys, you
Yeah.
wrapped
Oh
around.
my god. It doesn't take that long to learn proper technique.
Yeah.
It just takes the mindset and the lack of ego that says I'm willing to go not know and learn rather than just say I know.
Just because you want to be bossy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some people just have ego issues. They just
And really, and honestly, there's no excuse. There's
Being
no
a
excuse
dom
for
doesn't
people.
mean being an asshole.
Yeah, there's no excuse for not being safe, whether it's on set or in a professional session or in your private play.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that long to learn how to do things safely. And if you think you are master or mistress dom of the universe and don't need to learn anything and don't need to learn new skills and feel that because you know how to use a single tail whip, that automatically qualifies you to suspend somebody, which it doesn't.
It doesn't.
That doesn't count.
And the reverse
You're right.
also
Yeah.
true. One does not qualify you for the other.
Learn each skill.
Learn
Mhm.
each skill, take your time to learn it, and then you don't end up with horror stories and driving people to the ER or trying to figure out how to explain this to someone later. It's
Pulling your
really
teeth out with
easy.
ball gag.
Yeah.
It's really easy.
I studied for years under people who were reputable and trustworthy, and I learned from them. And the payoff is I'm one of 2 people on the planet that's still allowed to tie up Mika Tan.
Yes.
Or throw a whip at her, heaven forfend.
Yes.
It
That's
makes
a payoff.
difference. It's a
See?
huge payoff.
I get
It
that.
makes a difference.
So, neener.
Yeah.
And in your rope bondage class, now when you did this last time, the last 6-month series that you did, and you did the suspensions,
Mhm.
Talk about doing those classes, doing those suspensions with those people for the first time.
I was very proud of that class because, having taught them for 5 months before that, when we got to that point, I was able to actually get 4 people who had never been suspended before, hanging in the air tied up by 4 people who had never suspended anybody before.
Oh, nice.
Not only did all 4 of them succeed and nobody was hurt, but at least 3 of those people were wider than they are tall, non-porn star, scene player people, and not tiny little weights. It's one thing you can hang Amber Rain by a toenail and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She doesn't weigh anything.
Like
But
that's
these were
awesome.
wide
It has
girls.
really high fingers.
Yes.
These were wide girls who'd been told they were never going to get to do suspension because they were just too heavy. It's like, that's ridiculous. It's rope. You can tie a ship to a port with rope. You can haul horses in the air with rope. With safe technique, you can hang anybody with rope. And we did. And they were delighted. And I felt really I don't get paid for this. I get no compensation for these classes. Theoretically, I'm allowed to shoot at the dungeon once a month for free, but I almost never manage to cash in on that either. I just do it because I feel like I want people to be good at rolling.
Yeah.
So yeah, it did work out. I was very glad. I'm very proud to get to do that.
And this time your class is a lot bigger.
Yeah, more
There's
people
a
this time.
lot more people this time.
Hope
So
we have
we'll
enough
have to
gear to
spread
suspend
out.
everybody.
We'll have to spread out how doing that.
It's gonna be fun. It'll be a
I
good
think
time.
it'll be good. What's been fun too is seeing the people who took the class last time. They took the 6-month class and they come back. They're coming back into the current ongoing classes to practice more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, come on in.
Or to get a refresher.
$5. Why not?
Yeah, I know. It's the best $5 you can spend.
Which is great. Yeah, I mean, come on. You're getting expert teaching.
And if you complete the course, I give you a little certificate that says that you've been taught by a pro villain, and it gets you in free to one party. So it even has that value. So
Yes. Yeah.
What's the
save
party
you
is
$20 to
averages?
$30.
Party is $20,
20 to 30 depending.
and at $5 a class for members, if you come to 4 classes, you get into the party for free. So it's literally free.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that $20 goes toward the free party. So, geez, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, actually,
It's
the,
a good
the
deal.
class
It's a
is
bagging.
free.
It's a
just-
bagging.
It's a great deal.
It's really awesome.
Mm.
So what are you working on right now, Mika?
Oh, let's see.
What are you doing?
You're doing Dom sessions, right?
I'm doing Dom sessions. I'm
There's
working
a
out of the
new-
Catsuit Lounge.
Catsuit
In
Lounge.
fact, I have a session going on all weekend. So I'm coming in from
Where is that?
Kansas City. It's actually right here in Woodland Hills.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
real nearby. It
I
just
am
opened
that
like
way.
a couple months ago, right?
No, it's been up. It's been up.
Oh, I thought it was a new thing.
No, I think it's been up for a couple of years.
Cool.
By Fetish Jade. And it's actually a horse ranch property, so they sometimes do pony play.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it's a good idea. They have stables.
Nice.
I want to go on the hunt sometime.
Oh, okay.
There's an annual hunt that happens
Yes.
with the ponies and the puppies
A human
and,
fox. Yeah.
and a human fox and everything. I so want to go
They
do
do a
that
fox
sometime.
I know. I think that should
I
be
want my
fun.
parasol
I would
and
totally
my
go.
riding outfit.
I think it'll be so much fun.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, so that pretty much I've been doing that.
That's awesome.
Developing my website, which I think,
MikaTan.com.
yeah, it's mikatan.com. But it's going to be a lot different from what people are going to expect. I just can't, I'm not going to fill it full of porn because I Googled myself, and I think there's like 8 million, 9 million Mika Tan porn sites. There's no way I'm going to be able to compete with that. I have to do something else to make it stand out so people will pay money. Because why pay money when you can get all the porn you want for free? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to buy up. I'm trying to call up all these different companies and watching all my porn scenes and seeing if I can okay, hey, I would like to buy a segment of this BTS. So I have all the BTS
Right.
and I'll do a little
Behind the
diary of what really
Right.
happened on the set that day.
Right.
This is a little different.
I think that'd be neat.
It's like a whole blooper. Most of my porns.
Try to make it mostly behind the scenes.
Yeah, and then if you want to see the whole scene, then I'll redirect it to a VOD.
Yeah, get some affiliate traffic.
Yeah, so
That
I
way
can
you don't
pass
have-
it
you
off,
have no
pay
obligation.
VOD, and I was like, hey, that'd be awesome. And we have the whole instructional, but I'm going to have instructional
Awesome.
stuff as well.
Great.
Because a lot of people don't realize that there's a big difference between pain and injury.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a very small amount of preparation that you need to do. Just a little thought ahead of time before you start doing, BDSM play. So, I don't know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just little things,
Little
and
bit of prep.
we can go ahead and collaborate on things like that too.
Hell yeah.
because
Yeah, I
it's
think that'd be great.
it's so important. I can't even tell you how many people are get hurt all the time.
Now, I wanted to ask you what could be a controversial question. Maybe this will open up a huge can of worms. But
Let's open it.
Worms.
since you're here, you are
I like
someone
worms.
that I respect.
Oh, thank
You
you.
are someone who I
There's the
think
controversy.
that's not the controversy.
Oh,
I mean, it might be for someone else, but not.
Yeah, I know. Like,
But you're educated. You have a great background. You know what you're doing. You've been doing all of this stuff for a very long time, from a variety of different perspectives in the sexual worker profession.
yes.
I think it was last time, or maybe it had to have been the last show because it's more recent in my head than that. I was bitching about people who do porn and then pass themselves off as sex educators and saying that because they've
Right.
done all this porn, they are now naturally a sex educator and can teach you about everything there is about sex.
Yeah.
You're not that way.
Mhm.
You're not that person that I'm talking about. But I wanted to know what your perspective is on that. Am I totally off the mark? Should I be more open-minded, or is it okay for me to be bitchy?
No, I think I'm going to jump on your bandwagon on that one,
Okay.
because I find it very irritating, because just because you know one aspect of performing, which, by the way, isn't real. I don't know.
Performance.
I don't know if it's going to burst any bubbles out there. But porn sex isn't real sex. Yeah, I mean, there's cuts, there's breaks. I mean, honestly, there are so many elements of sex that's not covered in a sex
porn,
performance.
Yeah. So true.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do they even talk about a G spot? They can't, because they're not really hitting it in porn. I don't hate to break it to you. You know?
Right.
I mean, unless, it's I
not the
find
same.
it disturbing. I mean, I just met somebody today who did 14 movies, calling herself a porn star,
Okay.
and now she's doing a whole bunch of DVD reviews and all this stuff. But she's also promoting herself as a sex educator, which I think would be fine if maybe she had some college education,
Mm-hmm.
biology at least, something.
Some experience
At the
in
very
coaching.
least, take a bio 101 class, something. You know,
That's right. Right.
anatomy, physiology, that would be good. I mean, same with Nina Hartley.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's a registered nurse. I mean, there's so much that she has to offer. And I wouldn't even... I have a lot of experience, but I wouldn't go out, as far as to say that I'm an expert in sex. I'm an expert in people's different pleasure centers
Mm-hmm.
and finding what those are. I think I'm very astute at that. And I think that would be, if I were going to say I'm an expert in anything, I said I'm pretty damn good at that. Just because of all of my, my practical application
Mm-hmm.
in
Got a
finding
lot of
such
lab work.
places. Yes.
Got a lot of lab work. Is there a question?
The chat room wants to know, shouldn't someone ask a person about sex from a person that's had a lot of sex, or is there more to it than that?
Well, yeah, camera sex is
I
not
think
sex.
That's a really good question.
That is a very good question.
Yeah, you should ask someone who has a lot of experience in sex, but remember that what we have experience in is entertainment that looks like sex.
Right.
It's not to say we don't have experience in sex in our private lives, but that you're a porn star doesn't mean you've had satisfying or frequent sex off camera.
Right.
You may have, but that doesn't automatically correlate the one to the other.
And I think, too, what I was saying last time was you could have had hundreds of partners, let's say, through years and years and years of being a porn star. But that doesn't mean that you know everything about sex and sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
You know a lot about this corner of
Yeah.
sex and sexuality.
It
You
is.
know,
No, it is
but you
very
don't know the entire topic of teaching human sexuality or teaching sex ed.
Yeah, I would say if it was a piece of pie, it would be a very small piece of pie. Like somebody who's on, Jenny Craig diet. It would be a very small piece of pie. Jenny Craig slice.
Yes, the red light district is but one color in the sexual rainbow. You see.
Well, and that too. It's like it's one thing that if your adult work has been limited to doing porn, which is perfectly fine. I have nothing wrong with that. That's a very different experience and a narrower experience than you being an all-around sex worker,
Right.
where you've done lots of different things. You've run pretty much the gamut of what it is to be a sex worker, and therefore your piece of pie is much larger because now you're covering the whole range of sex work as opposed to one part of what sex work is.
It's me with my big ass. I've had a lot of pie.
She's a
I like
pie.
I like pie.
Pie is good.
That's great.